The reason I said cool was because I had a noche no sirve. Last night my camera didn't seem to be working, but last night, 3 o'clock this morning, I don't know what time it was. However, I was working, if you call it that. Well, I was creating art. Hello, everyone. I'm Jeffery Spakes, your favorite artist. And if I'm not, well, that's typical. Maybe you haven't seen my work, or maybe you've met my personality, as possible. Forgive the backlighting and everything. I don't want to move this computer and mess up this grand opportunity we have to communicate. I come to you with a bit more confidence today than I have in a while. Um, well, I'm kind of on a mission. Things around here are developing the way that they are, and the dragon is fabulous, and the butterflies are incredible, and I have three big pieces of stainless out. Thinking about making some other butterflies before I leave this space. As I am leaving this space, this is always my studio. I get to work here. It's not my studio. It's the studio of many of my friends. And I hope that my contribution here, with equipment and knowledge and experience, will be here when I get back from the next part of my journey. Hmm. Forgive that burp. uh, I don't. I'm not going to show you my little kitchen here, but I just chowed down on some badass tacos, and I make them authentic. I hope they're authentic. Well, they're not made with mano de mexicano, but este increíble. They're not made with Mexican hands, but um, okay. I don't want to get too far off task. I came online to tell something, and I hope that I connected to some stuff, and we get to connect up with Miguel. Hi, Miguel. I hope you find me. Um, I really enjoyed today, and thank you so much. It's so good to see you. You are and have always been an inspiration to me. Oh, let's see how I can humble that. As you go through my portfolio and you go through my channels and stuff, um, no, I'm you. I may have achieved all those things and all that stuff and have what I have, but so do you. And I can't thank you enough for being such an incredible inspiration. Before I knew you, months before I got to meet you, I watched you. I told you I did. I watch all you people and whoever you stood out, always. I gazed through the fences, and we're not talking about um, chain link here. We're talking about dog park fences. Miguel, I love you so much. I'm so grateful you came into my life and we've connected. I don't wish to overwhelm you. And I was thinking about that. Um, how could I? As a brother in trauma, my goodness, and an empath. your decision that you explained to me today, and I'm going to hold that back because that's good. That's that's good video. Um, wow, increíble! You're one of the bravest people I have ever met. I'm so proud to know you. I hope that some part of my life has a positive effect on yours. So much so that I dated this video. I want to make sure. Okay, Miguel, let me get you out here. And this is the one time I'll out you. This is Miguel's card, business card. I'm going to cover up his phone number and part of his last name just to verify that this is this man. 1/10 of my estate goes to this man, period. This video goes over any will, any power of attorney, anything up until this date. This video supersedes it. This man owns 10% of everything I have. And Miguel, if you work hard, that 10% will be a lot bigger. However, at this point, you're a wealthy man, and I can't imagine anybody more deserving. I appreciate everything you can do to increase the gift I have to give to others. I know you can do it. I know you're going to. Thank you, Miguel. Muchos gracias. Para y todo. So I'm just going to continue on. And I think that's pretty important. I've got work going on and all this stuff, and I'm sitting shrouded in a blanket because I don't like indoors, and I love tapestries and weavings. And look at this gorgeous blanket, and it's not the most expensive, and it doesn't matter. Somebody made this with their own hands. Where do you see Miguel's work? Ooh, ha ha. Um, Let me adjust. I cracked my coccyx, and I'm working very hard to allow it to heal. 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 Um, and so, to the people that look at me sitting here, think that I'm being lazy or obnoxious or something, no, I certainly am not. I just know better. I know enough about physiotherapy, and I know enough about my body, my spine, and yours as well, that the best thing I can do for it right now is to do exactly what I'm doing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. My God, I'd love to do nothing in a jacuzzi, that's for sure. However, that's not my mission on this planet. Never has been to do nothing. And I've experienced some things today that are, gosh, it's it's amazing how when you know how life works, how it does work. So, well, let me tell the story of the day. The last week, now I fractured my coccyx. Coccyx is your tailbone. I thought I had just bruised it. I'd hoped that's what I'd done. But honestly, as soon as I did it, I knew I fractured it, if not broke it. I knew I was screwed. How do you know? Wow. When you're me and you've been in pain since you've been 22, your entire body, and you break your coccyx or fracture it, and um, all of a sudden you're out of pain. The pain you've been in for the last 20, 30 years is gone. Oh, what a miracle. But there's this funny little burn and this scary little, I don't know, there's just all these little animals up your spine. But hey, I'm not in pain. I can walk, I can talk, but this numbness is kind of funny. Okay, that's the idiot version, but the scientific me, the person that understands physiology, um, instantly knew that I'd really screwed myself, that I messed up bad. Oh my God, I knew I messed up bad. I was hoping it was only a bruise. No bruise ever showed, but the inability to sleep, the inability to roll over, the inability to sit, the inability. I can stand. For Pete's sake, how long can a person stand? So I cut out things and I made forms and I put my spine in it and I did a hospital bed and I've done everything and I'm going on, was it the fifth day, and I've had about, I don't know, maybe 8, 10 hours sleep in 5 days, which is just fine for me because waking up is hard to do. Um, so I'll continue on rambling, and I hope that's okay with you. And thank you for watching. And I hope at the end of this video it actually gets loaded and all this stuff. And I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm grateful to see my face on the screen, not because I'm so fabulously beautiful, but hey, let's face it, I am. But I do want to tell you something, and this is for you, Alvaro. Thank you so much for everything. Because I have been rocking these off whites. Oh my gosh, I've been rocking them, baby. Yes, you know I have. And I mean, I'm not doing much walking, so I should rock these bitches. Come on, look, I still got soles. These are off whites, homies. You have them on your shelf. I have them on my feet. That's a blessing, don't you think? Now, I didn't even know what they were when they gave them to me. I just, I I would wear them to certain things, and I liked them a lot. And I'd get comments like, "Ooh, old school." I'd get people asking me to take pictures of my shoes. What the hell is it about these shoes? And I see this writing on the side and all this, what it says Oregon, or I don't know what it says. On glorifying the shoe. How lucky am I? That, and how innocent and stupid am I that I wouldn't even know what the hell an off white is, let alone the socks I'm wearing and the other shoes. Trust me, I'm a lucky guy. And my kids, whatever age, they seem to take care of me one way, shape, or form. And thank you guys. I don't owe you. I already paid 10 boxes of cereal. Do you remember your shirt, Serial Killers? Because you ate cereal. The reason I'm coming to you tonight and in this state of mind is because it is a good state of mind. I'm sitting on my little hub and my spine is above the surface on this handmade woven chair, and it's pretty spectacular. Not compare. It depends on what you compare it to. Compared to some of the situations I've been in the last 4 years, 4, 3 years. Forgive me. Oh, yeah, I'm sitting pretty. Purdy as a bugger in a rugger. Now, if you're going to quote that, I own the copyright. So I'm going to tell the story of today, and I think that's a good story to tell. It was about 3 o'clock this morning. I was working on the dragon. I was so frustrated and in so much pain, and I've been in pain for the last week, and there's so many things around here that need to be done, and I'm expected to do that in payment of whatever. Um, I don't know how to describe any of that. That's a cultural thing. But I've been happy to do the work that I've been doing here in whatever way, shape, or form. No one asked me to do a lot of things. I just kind of do them, and then um, people ask me, "Why'd you do that?" I explain it, and sometimes people think I'm doing it for me, that I'm exploiting my friends and others. Oh my goodness, no. I might be explaining them, but I'm definitely not exploiting them. One person said, "You're here to get rich, and that's it." And I explained to them back, "I'm already rich. I'm here giving you everything I have, from equipment to experience to everything else, and I'm out." And if you want to know what kind of equipment, a MIG, TIG, wire feed, spool gun, never used, a dual cylinder Badger compressor with multiple airbrushes with virtually every color of airbrush paint ever made. Not all of them, but virtually. Unopened, unused. Um, 6 computers, 12, a couple of tablets, and all this stuff. Oh no. Obviously, I'm here to take advantage of the help, which I do not get here. I've invited multiple children, and boy, that sounds evil, youngsters to come apprentice. Um, and I laughed today when I saw the article that there's a new movement out. I love this movement. If you're going to have a movement, now my partner, my ex, the one that I've got this huge lawsuit and everything going through and stuff, and person I trusted with my life, is a total idiot that runs the San Francisco Department of Public Health to this day. But there's a movement out now, and it's, oh, by the way, tech has laid off tens of thousands of people, and what you hear on your local channel is not accurate, especially if you do pay attention to Fox. I forgive you. It's not your fault. You were born an idiot. Um, so, what the hell was I saying? I remind you, I've had very little sleep. No drugs, very little sleep. Lots of pain. Um, oh, I just want to have fun. I want to get up on stage and tell the truth in a funny way. Um, but my brain won't allow me to remember what it was I was saying. And that's the advantage my partners and my other people who would take advantage of me have, is that I can't remember tomorrow or yesterday tomorrow. See, I can't remember which order that comes in. And I think that's pretty funny, and I should get up on stage and say it in a good way. Excuse me while I do that. So, oh yeah, I'm trying to introduce all of you to one of the most incredible people I've ever met. My goodness, what an artist. And I'm not going to fawn all over this dude. He's nothing special. So he's painted a few church domes, and he's done a few things here, and he's done a few things there, and he's well traveled and all that stuff. What a magnificent artist, and his jewelry, his sculpture, his paintings, his just really incredible. And I can't wait to show all of you, and let's build him up to the level that he certainly deserves. Because apparently some people around here think that that's what I've done solely for me. Like I said, I was accused of taking advantage of my friends here, and so I could become a millionaire. And I explained to them right away, look, I'm already a millionaire. Oh my goodness. Um, that's not figuratively. Um, if you compare assets, now I like to think I'm kind of smart a little bit. Eek, eek, eek. I'm sorry, my head itches, and I do still have hair. Um, that cracks me up. I guess people think you need stacks of cash or stacks of gold or something like that, and then, ooh, I'm a millionaire. Well, if I put my hand on a stack of gold, I would watch my hand go down. The way inflation is and everything else, taxes and all that good stuff, you'd have to be a fucking fool to cash in anything. Do I look like a fool? Leave it in the comments. I'm comfortable. This is how I love. This is how I would normally dress. Anybody that knows me knows exactly this is me. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm gonna leave that in the comment too. Support Jeffrey. And somehow all this is gonna work out. Watch what happens when Miguel works his magic. So I've had some pretty awesome friends in my life, and a lot of you maybe have met a few or haven't or whatever. But I do tend to draw a peculiar set of friends. Well, I guess if you're not peculiar enough, I have no time for you. I, I need to. It's not that at all. My friend is peculiar because he's been through similar trauma. Huh. Similar is not correct, but similar explains the level of trauma. And I'm going to ask him if it's okay if I tell his story. Certainly okay if he tells mine. I think it's better if you hear it from someone else. Um, and I would sure like to tell you one thing that on many, many horrible, horrible, painful days, my only relief, my only relief is to take my little DOG to the dog park. And at the dog park, all the dogs know me. They know DOG, everything else. I'm home. Um, but I pretend to watch the dogs, but I actually watch all the people. I watch and imagine what's going on in their life. I look at the clothes. I understand all that. I watch their actions and see who's trying to get laid and who's not. It's funny. You got the dogs trying to get laid, and you have the adults equal or not. I watch the predators prey on the weak, and they succeed. Boy, do they succeed! It's all. Um, and I've often taken a sketch pad, or back when my phones, I understood them, I would take photographs and upload them here. And there was one particular couple that I watched, and I admired. I would go in so much pain, go to the dog park. The reason for the dog park is because I can't walk. Some mornings I can't walk. And if I have enough gas, I will take Diogi to the dog park and I will gratefully sit in one of those soft chairs and watch the animals play and watch the birds and watch the. Well, I used to look at the mountain until my partner did his shit. And I can't even bear to look at my house. That's not fun. Trust me, that's not fun because my house is in the most perfect part of the mountain, and I looked at it for 30 years, and now I can't even bear to look up because it hurts. It hurts. It hurts so bad. Um, but however, I am hopeful that my friend Miguel is as tough as he seems, and that these little videos and stuff. I hope he gets this. I don't know. I'll try. Um, Probably unsuccessful, and that's okay. At least the video's made. It's here. It's live, and even post mortem, um, this will come to light. Why am I so sure of that? Because I've lived my life and I've done a good job of it. And in spite of everything, I succeeded. If I die tonight, I leave everything to DOG, and Miguel is the executor. This goes over all other orders, wills, everything, because there's many of those that were taken from me when I was not in a state of mind where I could actually authorize that in a good frame of mind. And those particular ones were to Leslie Wheeler, Wheeler, and I don't know, possibly Robert Bob Grabo, and possibly Bruce and Oksania. And they're very well known people. I've made no bones about it. 3 years on here, almost 3 years. So this morning, I absolutely needed to get out of here. I worked till 3 o'clock this morning working on something. I was in so much pain. I was pissed off at children uh, that um, have yet to have their brains grow together, so they don't understand. They're still working off their egos, um, and that's children. That's children for you. And it's interesting how children can affect the thoughts of an adult. especially if they're your children. And even though you know they're doing something wrong or incorrectly, you'll defend them no matter what. No matter if they're holding you back, no matter if they're going to make you work another 20 years when you could retire today. You're going to listen to your puppies because your puppies are yapping, 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 ah, blah, 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 ah, blah, blah, ah, blah, blah. Like I spoke to one of these children yesterday. I told him I do 4 projects a year max. I will not take any more. I'd rather do one. And that child responded to me with, I'd rather do 400. Okay, well, you're programmed. You're a wonderful worker bee. I'd rather do one that pays as much, if not more, than your 400. A lot less work. Yeah. A lot less work. A lot less time, a lot less energy, a lot less ordering, a lot less all these other things. But hey, I'm not a child. How would I know how great 400 projects are? Oh, wait, I've done 400 projects easily. That's why I prefer to do one. But if I must, I'd do 4. 4 quarters: winter, spring, summer, and fall. Yeah, I left out winter. Because who wants to work in winter? What am I going to do? Snowman? So, I wanted to come online and just see how I look and make sure the camera works. Say hi to Miguel. I'm actually going to close this video and attempt. Miguel, I just looked at your email again. So here's a challenge for you, and I hope you get this video. Go online. Um, Put in Google search and put in Buffalo Rising. That's the city of Buffalo, New York. Buffalo Rising Stargazer. Do that and see what happens. I've been a public artist for a long time, and it just so happens that, well, I'd like you all to do that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and share the outcome because there I was in Buffalo, New York on, I forget what street, in my front yard. My iguanas, my 6 foot iguana is in the Victorian behind me. And I am just simply in my front yard with butterflies on the side of this thing. And I brought out my work and I slapped it up on my house. And the news came by. I happened to be there in a chair that I designed in 2001. It was part of the prototypes for the Heather James Gallery I did here, which then was the Beche de Moat. And it's my bus stop at the corner of Portola and 111. Go to Google Maps and drive in Street View, and you can see cast concrete mountains and a stainless steel spike and the building behind it. And that's some of my work. Um, but out of that, I found this unique chair made of triangles because I'm into three. I'm into triangles. That's why my house on the mountain is a dome made of triangles designed by. That's R. Buckminster Fuller. For those of you that don't know what a geodesic dome home is, it was. I do. Mine was made by the. Oh, it's made of kiln dried birch, 30-foot dome, 5 outcroppings. It's the shape of a star. So, my friend Miguel, I rambled, but again, that's I think important that I get to do that, and I believe I've done a fine job of it. And as you research my history, Spakes art, Jeffrey Spakes the artist, blah, 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 you'll see some really amazing things that give me the reason that I get to sit here all cocky. Whether it's the Pasadena Showcase House of Design, 2004, whether it's my 2001 gallery design or the bus stop, or whether it's the two butterflies in front of the Loma Linda Children's Hospital here in Indio, or whether it's Wildlife's 97, where I created incredible stuff and, and made a few mistakes, but we all do. Or, let's see what else. You know, let's leave it up to you guys to find what else. But if you want to see a really cool one, go to your Google Maps, Street View, and go to 357 Via Las Palmas, Palm Springs. Let's see what else. Um, if I can go to Mill Avenue and look up and down, you'll find one of my houses there. Stevens, that Shadow Knows, that's one of my houses. When I say my houses, I did all the blueprints, the designs. Go to Atomic Buds. Go to um, Banyan um, Recovery Center in Cat City. Go to Chapala Market. Chapala, Chapala Market in CN Palmas, 100 Palms. I painted that. Um, it's beautiful to this day. It seems my work has withstood the test of time much better than I have, and I can appreciate that, and I'm grateful for all of it. Now, let's make sure that the world understands that I stood on that mountain that I went to meditate to after Butchie died in 97, and it was 2020 that I was back up on that mountain that I prayed to, that I photographed a million times, and you can see those in my history of photographs. Um, I found myself up there again, and I knew I was supposed to be there, so I said to Spirit, okay, we've tried everything to finance this thing, we've tried everything, and my partner and I had. This was the second property in 6 months we were trying to buy once the pandemic started. And without naming names, my putz of a business partner and life partner was so bad with credit and money that a simple loan was impossible for it. So I, having been in the credit industry, don't have any credit. I'm smarter than that. I have no debt either. I have no credit card debt. I have. I don't live on public assistance. I live on your love and grace, and yeah. So and I haven't had any debt um, other than my cell phones, which are all paid off and done, and I got 12 of them, top of the line. So when I approach any company and they say, "Well, your credit, you don't," I I do exist. I'm there, but I don't owe you anything. I don't owe anybody anything, except now that my partner had apparently embezzled all $700,000 of the money I put into our joint bank account and never bothered to pay any taxes. The IRS is kind of interested in me. That may be why he did what he did. I guess that's better than killing me. To cover up your bad deeds. Because see, I trusted my partner who runs the San Francisco Department of Public Health. Did I mention that? His name is Bruce N. Oksana. That's N as in Nancy. And it's actually Nicholas, but Bruce Nancy Oksana. My partner for 10 years now. Um, 11. We're coming up on 11. Happy anniversary. Um, Decided that he didn't like that I could buy my own house. Oh, oh my goodness, what a story. So that's enough rambling, and I think just enough to be a great teaser. But I wanted to come online and just mention that I'm going to Holland soon, and I'm taking Miguel with me, or he's taking me with him. No, I'm going to Holland. Miguel has to come with me, otherwise I'll never make it there and back. And so I think we're going to Holland, and then we'll probably go to France because that seems like a nice journey. So peace, love. That's not love. Love and chicken grease, Rebecca. Rebecca Carter, I love you. If you're still alive, kudos, girl. And you're on one leg. Did you take the other one off too? Because guess what? Dude, I can't believe this story. I love you all. I'm laughing on the outside because I'm crying so hard on the inside that it's come to this. However, my life has been an incredible journey, and it would be the largest mistake I ever made that if I didn't tell you about it. And so possibly you can get inspired by my wonderful journey. Um, as hard as it is, oh my God, so difficult. The brief moments. Perhaps I've got another week alive on this planet. I'm going to enjoy the hell out of it. Right now, I got to go pee. Peace, love, and chicken grease. And I mean, I got to pee now.